Let's make an easier K-pop Demon Hunter cake. Now we're going to make the frosting by adding 2 sticks of butter, and we're going to cream that on high. 3 cups of sugar, 1 cup at a time. Add a little salt. I like to add a little salt sometimes. Some heavy cream. Some heavy cream. And one of my favorite things to amp up the flavor is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so we have it done now. It looks like that. And then we're going to separate it into bowls and give it some coloring. So I'm going to add royal blue to this one. And then mix that together. And I'm going to add sky blue to this one. So I'm going to put a little on the bottom just to hold it in place, just a little. Okay, so I baked 2 9-inch rounds. I baked those actually yesterday and froze them overnight because it's just easier to frost that way. Plus it makes it more moist. I don't really like to shave my cakes unless I have to, because I think it wastes cake and I want the person to get more cake, because who doesn't want more cake? While we have some time here during my frosting montage, who's your K-pop Demon Hunter spirit animal? I'd have to say mine is Zoe and Derpy Tiger. So I have these really cool sprinkles, and then I put that lighter blue that I have in the piping bag, and I'm just going to finish doing the bottom here with the star, just a 22. When I'm making all my cakes, I'm making every single cake I make it pretty much for the first time, because I get requests from friends and I have a lot of family. I have the opportunity with Cakes for Kids, and anyone actually out there with a little bit of baking experience can make a cake for a kid who might not otherwise get a cake and make their birthday that much more special. And I'm just going to line the bottom with some of these sprinkles. Just going to kind of throw them on there. Oops. Just adds a little bit more to the cake itself and makes it look really festive. Let's see, we just want a little piece of the blue and we want to mix it into the white. Okay, so I have the color I want. Okay, and I already had some pink going from before, last time I made a cake, so I'm just working in, and basically you just need, I had like a fluorescent pink, so I just added a little white to it to get to this color here, like a gumball pink. So we have the blue and we have the little pink here. We're going to roll these out. Then we're going to cut 2 triangle shaped pieces. And it's okay if you don't get it exactly right, because you can roll it a little longer. Take this piece and go over. So that we get 2 uniform pieces here. And because they're a little bit long looking, I'm going to fold them out to the sides a little. Then we're going to roll out this. And we're going to get 2 smaller triangle shapes. And I think they look pretty good. All right, now we're going to move on to the nose. And since I already have this color here, I'm going to use it, but I'm going to add a little bit more red to the color to make the nose. And his nose is kind of like a little jelly bean, I think. It's really cute, like a little jelly bean. So that's the form that we're going to make. As soon as I get this little bit of red in here, I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to put a little dent in it to make like a little heart. Take your paring knife and poke it in there just a little bit. See that? And then we're going to take our paring knife, once I got the little jelly bean to look the way I want it to, put a little slice there for his nostril and a little slice there. So I'm gonna put his little jelly bean nose down, and I'm gonna put a little water on the back. Yeah, his nose is down further. Right about there. This is our interpretation of Derpy Tiger because you have to have room for his mouth. So I got this orange here, and I found something around the house that's about 2.5 inches so I could cut some eyes out. And then we're gonna need something that's a little smaller than that to cut out the yellow part. So I do the one eye, and then I'm gonna squish this together and, ooh, not quite, go. The one eye, see that? It's cute. And then I found something around the house that's a little under 2 inches. I mean, you don't have to have the exact, you know, but if you come close, that's great. So now I'm gonna add a little water to the back of my round eye so I can affix the yellow to it. We're gonna put that right in the center. And for this, I have a larger piping bag tip, and I'm going to use this for the center of the eye. So then we're gonna do that, poke it through the bottom there. And his eye is gonna be so cute. I'm gonna put it right in the center. Okay, so now I have the white, and remember that big tip? We're gonna use the other side of the tip and do 2 of those. And then I have the smaller tip, and then we're gonna use this tiny, tiny one and make 2 of those. I'm gonna use a toothpick to get that out. Boop, boop, boop. And then the other one, use a toothpick to get that out. There we go. So we've got 3 different sizes, and we're going to take one, dot it right about there. This is just going to make him look super cute. And we're going to put a little dot here. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and using the same giant tip on this side here, I'm going to make the 3 dots for his forehead. Boop, boop, and boop. So I'm going to put the eyes on so we can start to see what we're doing here. I think they're going to go right about here. I did have to move his nose down a little. I'm going to put some water on the bottom so they don't slide around. Putting it on the back of the fondant there. So I think I made his ears too big, which I told you every time I make something, it's for the first time, and I'm making the first time with you. So I'm going to cut them down a little. That's what I'm saying, like, when you make cakes, it's okay to make mistakes because you know what? No one is going to know that you did that. It's the final product that they're going to see. So I think I got it right now. See how they're shorter? They look more like Derpy tiger ears and not like bluey ears. And we're now going to see where the ears are going to go. And again, I told you they're still hardening. So they're going to go right about here, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and put the dots down the middle, but like kind of upper part. So right about there. See how he's starting to take Derpy tiger form now? So now we're going to work on the mouth, and that should tie it all together to make him look super adorable. Derpy tiger's mouth is pretty large. So I messed with it until I got the shape that I wanted. And you guys can make your mouth however you want. And it's just about 6 inches this way by the longest, a little under 2 inches this way, or about 2 inches. And then we're going to make some teeth. We're going to make them 4 teeth. Okay, and then we're gonna do something fun next. So I got a fruit roll up. I mean, you could do it with fondant, but I just thought it would be fun to do it with the fruit roll up because I always thought fruit roll ups kind of look like tongues because you put them in your mouth and you play like little tongues. And then we're going to cut a tongue. So when you get your desired shape, which is sort of like how I want it, like this. And then we're going to roll up the end of the tongue, just like that. Underneath, we'll give it some depth, and then it gave it some shape. And the kids will love this. So I didn't like the way the mouth looked, so I kind of thinned it out here and here to give him more of a like smile. And you can definitely make that out of fondant, but it's going to take you a lot longer. So we're going to put a little water on the back of my fondant piece again. And we kind of want it to hang over the edge like that. And then I'm going to finish with the ears. Like I had said earlier, we're going to put them right above the eyes. And because we want it to have more depth, I'm going to actually take a small piece of blue fondant because I didn't have enough time to have them dry as much as possible. That's okay, no big deal. So I'm going to take a piece of blue fondant under both of them, like this. I'll show you a little trick. That way they're up higher. I curled up the tongue a little. I thought it looked better with the curled up tongue like that. And then with the scraps I made some little eyebrows here. See that? Decided to do this at the last minute is to add a little envelope, a little tiny rectangle, and then put a little tiny dot, just so it gave it a little more life. Thank you for coming along with me on my journey to make this cake I've never made before, but I think that we managed to make it an easier cake, but still impressive, and one that you can make in a night or two. Now let's go slay the day.
Please like and subscribe so she can pick me up.